Hello, my Geminis. I'm here to give you your message of the week. I'm going to be using these tea leaf oracles. I'm just going to pull three out for you guys. And then I'm going to be using tarot to give you more information. I hope you enjoy it. So I'm just going to randomly pick three. One, two. I randomly heard a beep. Yeah, I'm not losing my mind. I did hear it. The first thing I see is the valley, deep personal strength and peace that assures success. I like the valley because the valley means remain neutral. And that's funny because you guys are Gemini, so you guys have that duality, hot and cold. And so right here they're saying just right. And then the next thing we have is a dog barking. Advice from a friend. Yeah, I'm starting to get the story locks. So I'm the story of Goldilocks and the Three Bears. You know, this bed is too hard. This bed is too soft. This bed is just right. This porridge is too hot. This porridge is too cold. This porridge is just right. I feel like you have to hit the sweet spot. You're being called to do that. And then we have a barrel. You feel something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, or goals. Okay, so this is an interesting energy because what it's asking you to do is not to see the cup as half empty and see it as half full, right? And it's not saying I'm going to see everything as positive. You have to have a happy medium, right? Because there is toxic positivity, but there's also a toxic pessimism, right? And so there's like this really strong duality that's happening right now, and they're asking you, why can't we just like meet in the middle? Like sometimes we can see the cup as half full, sometimes you can see the cup as half empty, and sometimes we should be like, F it, I just want to drink, right? And that's kind of what they're asking you to do, Gemini. Kind of like it is what it is, right? I don't know. This is an interesting energy. Give me more on this. Okay, so the first thing that flew out is the judgment card. And this is where I'm feeling this energy is going to your judgment, right? And then we have the Two of Cups, which again, cup half full, cup half empty. And then we have the Four of Stones in reverse. And the Four of Stones upright is this energy of holding everything in. It's an if we feel that the cup is empty, we have a tendency of holding it all in our hands because it's like it's gonna run out. And so, and if we have it half full, we're like, keep it to yourself because other people are gonna want it. So it's kind of like keeping everything to yourself and hiding. But in reverse, it's kind of like I'm just gonna speak it into existence. Like I'm just gonna be very vocal about this, right? And so this is interesting because I'm feeling this a lot in the Matrix right now. It's like this energy of why can't we all just get along? Like two extremes. If it's all good and it's all bad, it's the same, right? Angels and demons are the same because it's too much good and it's too much bad. Why can't we just meet ourselves in the middle? If it's strongly religious people or strongly atheist people, they're the same people, right? It's just two aspects of the same coin. Why can't we just meet in the middle? Why do we have to force people to accept us instead of just letting them be them and us be us, right? This is kind of like what I'm feeling here. This need to be vocal about who fucking cares? I just want to live my life. As long as you don't step on my toes and as long as I don't step on your toes, can't we just all get along? This is the feeling. Now we have the Witch of Stones, and the Witch of Stones is the Knight of Stones, the Nine of Pentacles, and that is slowly rebuilding yourself. I heard rebuilding yourself. And then we have the Witch of Trees, which is the Knight of Wands. So here we have two energies that are completely different. One is slowly building things, and the other is passionately, aggressively, and quickly building things. And there's so much duality in your reading. I feel like, Gemini, you're going to have this energy of one day you're hot, one day you're cold, one day you're good, one day you're not. One day you'll feel like a nut, and sometimes you won't, and it's just like your duality as being the twins is going to be very, very strongly amplified in such a way that you're being told, is there a way that you can meet some of these viewpoints of yours in the middle? Is there a way that you can look at the world like devil's advocate and notice that there is really no difference? And so whatever you chose is right, as long as it's right for you internally, externally, emotionally, psychologically, spiritually, right? What people don't realize, and this one's becoming very metaphysical, what people don't realize is that when people go to hell, right? The reason they go to hell is because they're not authentically themselves. So they're literally putting themselves through hell because of the fact that, how come I didn't allow myself to be me, to live me, to express me, to be authentic? And one of the hardest things on this planet is to be authentic, is to express yourself the way you're supposed to express yourself, and to become who you know you're meant to become, because everything is telling you you shouldn't. And so I guess you're in this energy of, who am I? And how do I want to project myself in this reality? I feel like this is discovery of self. 3 of Wands. Yeah. It's a squirrel brain energy where you're looking at all potentials and you're looking at opportunities and you're deciding, you know what, today I'm going to try this and see how I feel in this. Like, I'm going to take this person's opinion and I'm going to live this opinion, and it's going to be my truth. Did I like it? Did it feel like me? Is it the person I'm becoming and the person I'm meant to be? And then from there, moving the next way and the next way, and kind of that way moving to become you. And you know what? A human that is, I want to say a good human, is one that is constantly changing and evolving, constantly exploring, and then constantly changing, transmuting themselves in a way that helps them become that much closer to the essence of God that is within them. In the bottom of the deck, we have the Maiden of Wands, the 10 of Stones, and the Fool card. Those 3 combinations literally tell me that you're in the beginning of this venture into you, into what you have inherited through your ancestors, through your guides, through yourself, through all the experiences that you have in this life and all the other lives. It's discovering the wealth within yourself and being the fool, starting a new journey, one that is authentically you. Enjoy it, Gemini, because this is crazy. I feel like, welcome to you, and it would be great to know you for you. And you will have struggles, and it will be hard, and you will wish-wash for a while, like yes, no, until you find your sweet spot. Don't let nobody criticize you for that. We all have the right to go back and forth until we find the sweet spot of that pendulum. Do it. It's you. I hope this helps. We'll see you the next time.